Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Hey, alright, great. Good to see you, man.
We're here at Occupy Austin, day 6.
There you go.
With Ronnie Reeferseed. And Ronnie's making a triumphant arrival here next to City Hall. He's not allowed on the premises, presumably until August 2012, but he's fighting that, aren't you, Ronnie?
That's the rule so far, but you know that all those kind of things are evaporative. It's not to last. Don't worry.
What do you want to say?
Freedom will come.
What do you want to say to Occupy Austin and the people of this lovely city of Austin here?
They're right. It's about a lot of things. Ending the Fed is the basic concept. Like everything else, useful.
Could you speak up a little louder, please?
Sure. Like everything else of any use in our political sphere right now, the idea was at least initiated or championed for decades by OBGYN Dr. Ron Paul. And he's my hero, of course, and we're all trying to make sure he's our president. And we're going to overwhelm them, no matter how hard they try to scam us and everything, with fake polls and all these other schemes. It's going to overwhelm even the electronic voting machines, which are faulty. They're programmable. We need to change those. Get back to paper balloting. But in the meanwhile, Dr. Ron Paul is still going to overwhelm the system, and he's going to be our president and help save our once proud constitutional republic by sticking to the Constitution and reducing his own power. And
Ron Paul would reduce his own power? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yes, he would. He's of the mind that the executive branch has too much power, takes too much of a maniacal, dictatorial kind of role in foreign policy. It's the founding fathers in particular. We ran from England because of King George and his maniacal ways about war and killing people, and now what are we doing? We're handing, years ago actually, we handed the executive power of this huge gift from what the founding fathers gave to the Congress that most represents you and me. The closer to the people, the Congress are elected every couple of years. They most reflect what we want.
And what is the power?
The power to make war. And it was just by idiocy just resigned.
What's another power that Congress has ceded to another authority as far as coining money?
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's a big one there, and that's kind of the root of it all. Is when they in 1913 they just created this monstrosity, the Federal Reserve, which has been getting this weird, romantic kind of weird treatment in the media, generally speaking. And hardly anybody will identify them as the true criminals and the true root of all evil, as it turns out, with destroying our nation and taking our constitutionally, again, if we stick to the Constitution, the constitutionally mandated path to glory on money and printing real money based on silver and gold, not this fiat currency that these crooks dreamed up and they put themselves in power, and it's just a thugopoly that just keeps on going on.
And today, this afternoon, you'll be giving testimony at Austin Bergstrom Airport about the unconstitutional body scanners that are being implemented across the nation. On the statewide level, at the Texas State Capitol, there were events this summer that reflected the public mood on that subject. Do you have anything to say about the TSA, Department of Homeland Security, or the body scanners that are going to be deployed at ABIA Airport?
Oh boy, that's a huge example of the horrific tyranny we're all living under right now. And if we all don't get up and do something about this, it's over. We're literally going to be fried alive or chemically dissolved or whatever they want to do. It's a death grid. It's a kill grid, as I heard Alex Jones say one time.
And the body scanners are a part of that?
Oh yeah, and not to mention the GMO crops and the chemtrails in the air, and of course the fluoride, the so-called fluoride, the fluoric acid, poison, insecticide that is shoved down everybody's throat, mass everybody no matter how big or old or tall or whatever they are, they all get the same dosage, and we're just continually, it's a poison. Known all over the world, and even down on the other side of the lake, Lago Vista. The people of Lago Vista knew enough to say, well, hey, let's stop this fluoride idiocy.
And College Station as well.
That's right. It's taken off. That's right. Truth and freedom wins out. So we got the truth on our side. Let's liberate our gardens and our pets, our children, ourselves to have water that's not poisoning ourselves. There are enough things out there to watch out for and eat healthy and trying to, do all those other things, but to just be even self-medicating, which is wrong, but then actually poisoning us with this pesticide. It's a top ingredient in pesticides used to this day, and we're putting it in our water and paying money for it. Almost $1 million the citizens in Austin have to surrender taxpayer dollars
for fluoride.
For fluoride, and we keep telling them. I'm not the first one, and I won't be the last, but hopefully, those soon will turn the corner.
And Mr. Reeferseed, could you tell me very briefly what else has been going on here at Austin City Hall and in city government locally here in Austin, Texas, that we need to be looking out for, that's coming up, maybe events or actions that are happening that are going to affect the way the city government runs here, out, and in the future?
Well, I'd have to be talking just sort of in my dream world, because I'm not as I have such faith in frankly you, and we didn't plan to do this or anything, but I really hope to see you expand in whatever capacity you want to do, and other people that we all have met, and they were really involved in this whole thing of the idiocy of these wars and the Ron Paul movement in general, and people who understand the truth about the Federal Reserve and getting our country back, and again, leading the world by example, stopping the killing. That's the main thing I want to say. Stop the killing. Vote for Ron Paul 2012. Stop the killing.
Anything else you'd like to say to America or Occupy Austin, Mayor Lee Leffingwell, or Austin City Hall? Take it away, Ronnie.
I love you, Mayor Leffingwell. We should be friends, and we should be working for the same goals. I know you want what's best, and so we're going to just have to work on the friendship side, and my hand is open to you. And I'm so blessed to be here and be able to participate as much as possible. I hope the sooner the better. I'll be sharing the ability to have a presence in that building, the City Hall. So you can call me anytime, and I think I called your office with my number. And, so thanks so much.
We'll see if he responds.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And thanks so much for your helpfulness and guidance through this whole experience.
Well, thank you. You're too kind. And thank you for coming to Occupy Austin. You're really a political force to be dealt with, Mr. Reeferseed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.